What's up, you guys? I got a quick video for y'all today. It's just something that I just want to point out, bring out, whatever. So the 2021 draft, obviously the draft that just passed, it was supposedly gonna be one of the greatest drafts of all time, and so far a lot of guys have been balling out. A lot of guys have been, surpassing expectations. Some people have been, underwhelming, but we won't talk about that. It's still early in the season, but a lot of guys have been balling out, and it's led to kind of some crazy narratives going on. And I just want to just clear something up real quick, just for the Golden State Warriors, real quick. And when I found out the Warriors would have the 7th and 14th pick, I was happy. I was excited because this was supposed to be a draft that was very stacked, very talented, so there wouldn't be any misses in the draft, really. So I was excited to know whoever we pick is really not going to be any bust potential, because these are supposed to be guys that pretty much almost all of them could either come in and help right now, or have a bunch of potential to be all stars or maybe even superstars in the future. So I was excited anyway. So we picked Kuminga and Moody. I was a lot more excited for Kuminga because I knew who that was from a while ago. I played a lot of my league and the download draft classes, so I knew Kuminga for probably two years now, whatever. Yeah, but I didn't really know a lot more about. I didn't really know that much about Moody, but 3-and-D wing, can't go wrong with 3-and-D wings, especially in this league. So I was happy for who we drafted, and especially because the Warriors are getting up there in age. So it's not to have guys that have a fresh pair of legs, and just guys that are gonna bring the Warriors to the next generation. And so when Steph is gone, Clay's gone, Draymond's gone, you have guys like Jordan Poole and Kuminga and Moody. Just a bunch of guys that in the future could be a very good core, basically. So they have more some YouTube videos and just about the draft and winners and losers of the draft, even though it's still too early, and people always they it's kind of like a disclaimer, yeah, it's too early, but it's just some things that they found out. And one thing that I've kind of been just a little bit disagreeing with is the fact that people think it was a mistake that the Warriors picked Kuminga over Chris Duarte. And I really disagree with this narrative, and I don't really understand why people were even making it. Even though I know it's early in the season, but people need to put in and factor in that Kuminga only played one game, and that Kuminga, he's supposed to have one of the highest upsides in the entire draft. Kuminga's supposed to be the next Jaylen Brown. That's his ceiling. And maybe he could be even better than that. We don't really know. And so Kuminga only played one game. He only played for 6 minutes. Obviously he was hurt a little bit, but people don't factor in the fact that Kuminga's 5 years younger than Chris Duarte, and he just straight up has a higher ceiling than Duarte. So even though Duarte would have came in and helped right now, I still would rather Kuminga, just because of that age and that upside and that talent that he brings for not only the future, but I think even for right now, because he's supposed to be somebody that supposed to be a versatile defender. So I feel like people just need to put that in before they say stuff like that, especially when Kuminga could have honestly been in the top 5, maybe top 4 of this draft. So I really disagree with that, and I feel like one of the main reasons that Duarte is playing so good, because he got to start off rip. Obviously, he's one of the older people, so he's more experienced. Probably, he's less afraid of the moment, but he's got the opportunity to start straight off the bat because of Karis LeVert and T.J. Warren being out to start the season. So obviously that's always going to help, and that's always going to help his numbers, getting those starter level minutes. So I feel like people need to take that into account too when they say stuff like, Kuminga, not Kuminga, Duarte over Moody and stuff like that. Even though the Warriors were going to draft Kuminga, him being there at 7 was a blessing in disguise. I didn't expect that. So the Warriors were one pick away from being able to choose Duarte, but I honestly would rather Moody over Duarte. Again, that's 5 years. Moody's 5 years younger than Duarte, and they had almost similar stats in college. Only Duarte was more efficient. So I honestly don't even see the reason why you would even want to do that. And it really in theory it sounds better just to have Duarte right now. But Clay's coming back, so you really don't need that. Just get a guy in Moody that in 5 years won't be 30 years old, because Kuminga, not Kuminga, I keep getting these things mixed up. Duarte will be 30 years old, and Moody will be Duarte's age. So I feel like age has a lot to do with this thing, because I feel like the Warriors don't need guys that could help right now. They need guys that can contribute a little bit right now, but it's really more for the future, because the Warriors need to be looking for their future as well as their present, because I feel like those things are both important. And I'm not throwing shade to Duarte in any way. Obviously, Duarte is an amazing player. He's had an amazing start to his career. But I just don't agree with the narrative that the Warriors are missing out because of those things I just said. Duarte wasn't gonna get that many minutes on the Warriors anyway, and just the upside of these guys is just better than Duarte straight up. When you 5 years younger than the guy and putting up similar stats, because even Kuminga was putting up similar stats in the G League. I just don't understand. Like, I just don't understand why people would say that. I get it. It's early. They barely got a chance to play, so you barely get a chance to see what they're actually capable of. But I feel like in the long run, the Warriors are gonna very much appreciate this, and I feel like Duarte. I honestly wouldn't expect a lot of improvement from his career. Would I say? I don't know if I would say it's what you see is what you get, but I feel like there's only so much a guy who's already 24 years old, can improve in this league. So while he's an amazing talent, and honestly, it would have been nice to have something like that coming off the bench, just a little bit more consistent because he's been more experienced in the game. Just the upside of these guys, I think, is just the most important thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Kind of been all over the place. I need to be better with these. I gotta be honest with y'all. So I'm trying to be more consistent. Just because I know the more I do it, I feel like I'm getting nervous for whatever reason. But I feel like the more I do it, the better I'll get. But anyways, if you watched until this part, thank you. I appreciate you. Have a good day, night, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, later.